Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel, leave your thumbs up, and please leave your comments. I want to thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate your support through all of these dark months. I am so glad you're here. I know without you I would not have a channel, and I do appreciate it. Okay, the stimulus package will be delayed again until December the 18th. Congress says they need more time to work on it to make sure that the American people gets absolutely no help. I'm just reporting the truth here. They like to sugarcoat it their way, but I'm going to tell it the way it is. They want to make sure we get absolutely no help. So another week of Congress getting paid to do nothing while the American people can't put enough food on the table for their families. I mean, as long as the United States Congress has enough, that's all that matters, right? Now they are fighting about liability protection and funding for state and local governments. They say in this bill they either will both be in the bill or they will both be out of the bill. I say that's fine, leave them both out, but send out stimulus checks to the American people. Oh no, they won't do that. GOP Senator Josh Hawley said he wants to see stimulus checks added back into the bill, and he told President Trump to veto this bill if they are not in it. The pressure is on Congress. It's building as the pain across America mounts. But will they do anything different? Probably not. We do have some hope for a stimulus check, and that is Nancy Pelosi. If for one time in her life she can do the right thing and say, the hell with this, the hell with your $908 billion joke, we will not pass it until you put a stimulus check in it for the American people. Add it back in now. If she says this, it may work. What do you think? Will Nancy Pelosi change her mind and demand a stimulus check? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what you're thinking. Now, all the lower members of Congress are pointing their fingers at the leaders, saying it's Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell's fault we have not gotten a good stimulus package yet. And to that, I agree with him. It is their fault. But also, think about this, if you will, just for a minute. If you sit back and let something happen, or if you sit back and let something not happen, and it goes terribly wrong, aren't you at fault too? So on that, if these lower members of Congress had acted months ago, things would be different today. When they seen that Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi was doing nothing to help the American people, why in the hell didn't they do something about it then, instead of just pointing their fingers today? Y'all, the lower members of Congress could have had a major walkout. They could have said, the hell with this, we're going home. They could have told the leaders that if they don't do something by tomorrow or the next day, that they was going to have a major walkout and leave and go home, because they are doing nothing but wasting time. But they didn't do this. I think if they had done it, and if they all walked out at the same time, this might have gotten some asses moving in Washington. But they didn't, so they didn't move. And today we still have no stimulus package or check. So yes, it is Nancy Pelosi's fault. It is Mitch McConnell's fault. It is Donald Trump's fault. It is the Federal Reserve's fault. It is all of them's fault. Even the lower members of Congress. It's their fault too. They all had a hand in it. And I hate to say it, but it's also our fault for voting them back in office. On the COVID vaccine, Pfizer and Moderna has been invited to the White House on Tuesday, today. But both drug companies have said no. And I can't blame them. I would not want to hang out with that bunch in Washington either. Now, Trump's lawyer, Rudy Genealogy, I can't say his last name. You know who I'm talking about. Rudy. That's Donald Trump's lead lawyer. He now has COVID. And this man is older. And to me, I don't know, but to me, he just don't look like he's in good health. Anyway, they're saying that he is doing very good. And for that, I say, thank God he's doing real good. But if he is doing so good at his age, is this whole thing as bad as they say it is? I know it's bad, but when more and more people are beating it, and I'm glad they are beating it, it just don't add up. Or is it just that the high profile people is what we hear about? Or could it be that they get better health care than the everyday American people like you and me? Let me know in the comments what you think about this. And don't hold back. Let this be your sounding board. You're not going to offend me. You need to get it out, and if you can at least type it out, maybe it would help you cope with all of this craziness. Y'all, we don't know if we're going to get a stimulus check or not. Everybody was talking about a stimulus check. President Trump, the Federal Reserve, Mark Meadows, the Mooch Man, Nancy Pelosi, everybody involved forever have been saying, yeah, we need stimulus checks. We need stimulus checks. Well, now nobody is talking about stimulus checks. It's like they've forgotten it. They're trying every way they can to erase stimulus checks from everybody's mind. But how can they do that when kids are going hungry, people are losing their homes, people are losing their jobs, their cars, everything they've worked for? And now restaurants, hotels, service sector jobs, they say they're laying off more people. They're laying off more people than they ever have. And they're going to be laying off more and more in the future. Y'all, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And these crazy lawmakers in Washington are not making it any easier. I don't know what they're thinking, or are they thinking? They've been in charge too long. They don't think they can be replaced. They don't think the American people needs help. They are so out of touch because we pay them good money to do jobs that they're not doing. They're living like rock stars in their mansion with the money that we pay them. They have large bank accounts. They have investments. They have everything. They will never hurt for money. If they never made another penny in their life, they would never hurt for money. So they do not know what it's like not to be able to pay your rent or put food on the table for your kids. They don't know what that's all about. They don't even know about going to the store and buying groceries. They have someone to do that for them. And we pay them, people. Y'all, there's just not enough words to express what I feel about our government. Yeah, we do have the best country in the world, but we have the worst government in the world. It is just full of mass corruption. Will they ever get their act together? Who knows? The next administration, when they come in, if they come in, we don't know what's going to happen there yet. It might be different. It may be better. It may be worse. There's no way to tell. People get mad when you talk about this party, and other people get mad when you talk about this party. But you don't know which one is good until you get them in office. Because when you go vote, all you're doing is voting for the best liar. Both sides lie out of their butts. If they could just tell the truth, it may not be what people wants to hear, but it would be the truth. They don't know what truth is. Y'all, I love you all. We will get through this. Y'all, please watch the video that's going to be popping up here in just a few seconds. It's mine and my wife's show from last night. Over there, we don't talk stimulus. We don't talk politics, investments, or nothing. We just have a lot of stupid, crazy fun. A lot of people seems to like it. I wish y'all would come over and watch it just one time. And if you don't like it, you don't have to come back. But please, come watch it one time. It's every night at 9 p.m. on this same channel. Y'all, I do love you all. Please keep your faith in Jesus Christ. He will see us through all of this mess. And I don't think it's going to be that much longer. We'll just have to wait and see. I do love you all. Ciao.